Stroud with pressure coming to the goal line. Caught, touchdown! Have you heard this before? Stroud to Collins for 6. Woody Marks in the backfield. The first carry from Marks today. And Woody Marks showing a little bit of power. Look at that push all the way across the 45 to the 46. A pickup of 12.
Cunningham there on Woody Marks. That's a good sign. Second down, it is Marks, and he is in. It's a touchdown for the rookie out of USC, Woody Marks.
There's a lot going on. Learning a new playbook, learning new protections, obviously different offensive linemen.
Shovel block, 1st and 10. He's caught his receiver at the 50-yard line, grabbed by Jaden Higgins. Ogunbowale the back at 2nd down and 6, and going down the sideline, caught. Xavier Hutchinson with the grab.
So you got double clouds, you got pressed all along, and you got 3 deep.
On the move. He's hit the marker, and he's out of bounds, stopping the clock at 3 seconds. Young chases him out of bounds.
Woody Marks, a rookie running back from USC, now in the backfield next to Stroud. On 1st down, end zone shot. Collins, he's got it. Touchdown, Texans, what a catch. What a throw.
A 1-year deal, and he'll become a free agent, so he's basically betting on himself.
2nd down and 6. There's Marks. Great play. And Marks down inside the 20. First catch in the NFL for the rookie Woody Marks, and it's good for 37 yards. Good protection again. Stroud finally finds a man. It's Hutchinson. Out of bounds near the 40. Stroud can't find anywhere to go except tuck it and run. And still on his feet. Nice run into Tampa Bay territory.
There's a lot on the quarterback and these receivers to get on the same page. A lot of option routes based on what the defense shows them.
Stroud on target. That'll be a 1st down delivery. Dalton Schultz.
Zone coverage behind it. They've got to be able to protect.
Walker and Hines Allen pin their ears back. Stroud steps up in the pocket and delivers. Nico Collins.
More of a long 2, then it makes it much more difficult if you're not successful here on 3rd down.
Big play here for Stroud. They protect over the middle. Completes. Nico Collins. He goes to his star wideout.
Set up our offense at midfield and try to get ourselves a touchdown.
C.J. Stroud wide open. Collins. And it's a Sunday stroll in the park. A 50-yard strike. New ball game. C.J. Stroud looking. Everyone covered. He's going to run for it. Inside the 40s, right at the line to gain. Appears to be a little bit short. We'll see where the officials mark the football.
Need the ball inside the 40. It's Marks. And around. Gets a block on the edge. And all the way down inside the 30. Hats off to Tay Ursery, the rookie left tackle, leading the way.
He's got the power and the quickness.
Stroud going deep. In stride, caught by Collins. And Nico has the 1st down on 2nd and 33. He gets 37. Stroud with time. Collins, 1st down inside the 15. And there we go. The Houston Texans in the red zone, looking for their first red zone touchdown of the year.
Our first red zone trip today. We got an actual chance at a touchdown.
Stroud on the rollout. Marks has it into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Their first red zone score of the year. Third down and 3. Pressure off the edge. Picked up. Stroud going deep. Got a man in the end zone. Touchdown. Jaden Higgins. And the rookie has the first of his career. We need you confident. We need you competent in your reads. We need you getting the ball out quickly. They spent a lot of time together. Paying off. Marks staying on his feet inside the 20 and a first down.
My mom ever saw me was when it was a screen pass and I got out in the open like that.
More ground, more pound, the cutback. Woody Marks, second touchdown of the game.
Texans have suffered close losses to the Rams, the Buccaneers, and the Jaguars by a combined 13 points. Play action, the throw, and a strong one. Connection made to Nico Collins. Second and goal now for the Texans. Opening drive. Fake it. Throw it. It's caught for the touchdown. Xavier Hutchinson puts the Texans on the board. That was easy. Shotgun for Stroud. Stroud steps up. He's going to run. First down. Stroud's got more. Stroud still going down the sideline. And Stroud looking for the pylon. Dime package. Stroud hangs in there, throws. It's caught for the touchdown. Nico Collins. And Houston is humming. 8 straight completions for C.J. Stroud. They're knocking on the door once again. Stroud, end zone! Touchdown! Texans! Hutchinson with his second of the day and second of his career. These teams trying to avoid a 1-4 start. Off the fake, sets, throws, Stroud, deep shot. Christian Kirk has got it! Brought down inside the 5. Malachi Starks, the safety, with the tackle. Penalty marker is thrown. Marks in the backfield. Shotgun. Fake the pitch. Soft toss. It's handled. Knoll is in for the touchdown. The Texans have got their groove back.
Pressure comes. Stroud steps up, lofts it downfield, and the grab is made by Jalen Knoll. And the rookie puts Houston in scoring position. Gold slot left. Stroud under pressure. Fires downfield. It is caught. Nice ball, and Knoll grabs it. They convert the fourth down, set up a first and goal, picked up 21.
We talked about it early on. The defense has to get them more cracks at it and turn the football over. They've done their job. Offense has just not been able to produce.
Stroud has time. This time launches downfield. Wondering who can make a play for this team. That's Knoll, the rookie. Collins has been ruled out. It's going to have to be these young guys stepping up. 22-yard chunk. Pressure comes. Stroud running away and fires, and left alone is Schultz. They came after Stroud. That was Imanwari chasing him, but the tight end was open again. Stroud again under pressure, escapes, and flag down. CJ's still running, dives down at the 5-yard line. Here we go again. Third and goal. Stroud has plenty of time, hesitates, still trying to find somebody, backpedals, delivers a low throw, it is caught, touchdown. Bought time until Marks could work. Let's see if the catch is made. Marks is it down on the ground. We got to see if it hit the ground.
2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Stroud checks it down to Woody Marks. Marks with room on the sideline. Across the 40. Galloping across midfield. Good cutback inside the 40, and Marks all the way down inside the 35 at the San Francisco 32.
And that group that Houston played on Monday night, Jaron Reed, Leonard Williams, the edge rushers that they have in Seattle, that's a tough front.
Here's Stroud looking deep. He's got Knoll out there. Drops it in to Jalen Knoll inside the San Francisco 25. 10th play of this drive for the Texans. Stroud looking for 6. Open touchdown. Jaden Higgins, his second of the year.
it's a little bit early for everybody to get upset, and I think that's where actually Will Anderson was great for C.J. Stroud this week.
Pressure up the middle, and Stroud able to get away. Now he'll go down the sideline. Stroud runs for the first down. Dalton Schultz and Braxton Berrios back out there for Houston. 3rd down and 7. Pressure coming. Stroud stands in, finds the open man, down the sideline, into the end zone. Xavier Hutchinson with the touchdown. It's been in every series rotation, and a big opening on that left side for Woody Marks and the rookie from USC. Out to the 45-yard line. Marks again. This time he'll bounce to the outside. Look at the real estate. Marks down the sideline and out of bounds inside the 15. They converted on 3rd and 8 a moment ago. Can they do it again on 3rd and 8? Defense showing pressure. Stroud hit as he throws toward the sideline. It's caught. Christian Kirk's first grab since his return.
And get that block. And it's a longer kick, so it's going to be a short trajectory.
Here comes pressure. Stroud hits his man in stride. Dalton Schultz on the run. Inside the 15 of Denver and down at the 13.
As the number 2 against a very aggressive defense, so important to ease him into this.
Pressure coming. Mills floats it down the sideline, dropping it into Nico Collins. When in doubt.
And obviously Lawrence had a highly decorated career at Clemson, including a national championship. They need a yard.
Huge hole.
Woody Marks!
Is this finally the time they get in?
2nd and goal. Go to the outside. Marks. He gets there for the touchdown. Lawrence got picked off. Mills, step, throw downfield, crowd is down there, catch is made, Nico Collins. It's good for the stat sheet and a cheer from the crowd, but that's about it.
Become a couple of their boogeymen so far today. They scored on the goal line here. They're getting in the red zone. See if they can do it with the 2-point conversion.
Mills, they will to Collins. He's got it. What kryptonite.
Josh Hines-Allen yesterday told us this is a battle of our D-lines, ours versus theirs, and the better D-line's going to win.
Oh, what a catch by Collins!
Great receiver is what his offensive coordinator and quarterback called him. This time he tries to run it and gets the first down, working inside the 45. Davis Mills, end zone throw, touchdown, Texans, Nico Collins. And a little Selly with the tutties.
Coached 8 years under Bill Belichick and 2 under Sean McVay. It's a pretty good resume. Meanwhile, Woody Marks. Great move, Woody Marks to the 25-yard line he goes. And another first down. One season with the Trojans. On a first down, little flip back here. Here's Marks. Off to the races he goes before he is stopped inside the 10 at about the 5-yard line. First down and goal.
Now you'll love this.
It's a 3rd and long nickel package here for Indy. Stroud gets rid of it quickly, and it's snatched by Collins. Collins with yards after the catch into Colts territory. 21 yards on the hookup.
What gets the call is when you have the inside of the collar.
Give it to Marks. Big hole. And Marks has got a first down for Houston.
That is a great question. I have no idea where that's coming from.
Is there dirt?
I do believe this is cork.
The catch made by Collins, and he was out of bounds. Collins thought he was going to have the touchdown, and instead he's out inside the 5. They get the play off. Stroud hooks a pass downfield, and he makes the connection at the 25-yard line. It's Hutchinson with the grab and another Houston first down. Shotgun for Stroud. Fake it, and then give it to Collins. Looking to turn it upfield. He will for the touchdown! On the ground, Nico Collins hits pay dirt. Texans go back in front. Impressive what you did. A lot of calories. Play action. Stroud. He's open. Nico Collins, the defender, fell down, and Collins turned around. The ball was there for a big gain on the first play from scrimmage.
Begins with the mark at the 33, and Nick Chubb, the running back. Take by Stroud, looking for something deep, and downfield he goes. Nico Collins goes up to get it at the 21-yard line. That's what they're missing. One turnover last 4 games for the Chiefs. And he gets away from Tranquil, so Stroud flips it on the run. Nico Collins has it, taking off, getting a block. Collins inside the 20 and inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for the Texans. 3rd and goal. Chiefs bring in 5. Stroud, Marks walks it in. Touchdown, Houston. Pressure came. Nobody went with Woody Marks. 3rd touchdown catch of the year. And the Houston Texans lead 9-0. Kelly calling the play in. 3rd and 16. Stroud trying to step up, get away, throws on the run, first down. 45-yard line. Nico Collins with the catch. Clock runs. They will. Stroud flushed, in trouble. Rolling, gets rid of it in traffic. It's complete for the first down at the 16-yard line. Higgins. What a play by Stroud.
Stroud well protected, and there's Nico Collins. And Nico Collins will glide into the end zone. An opening drive Texan touchdown. How about that? Marks back in with 2 tight ends. Ball snapped directly to Woody Marks into the end zone. What a sweet play for a touchdown, Texans. Back to the Texans. Stroud will get out of it. Throws on the move. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz. Stroud completes. Nico Collins, his 2nd catch of the game as he gets inside the 30. Tying the Texans' tight end record. 3rd and goal. Stroud. End zone. Touchdown. Nico Collins.
Third down and 2. Stroud, touch pass, and it's caught by Collins. Beautiful pitch and catch there, a gain of 17.
And Blake Fisher now in the ball game, the extra offensive lineman.
Stroud to the air, throwing, touchdown, Dalton Schultz. Too easy for Houston, and they have their first offensive score today. Stroud steps up, throws on the run. He's got a man for a first down. That's the first catch today for Jaden Higgins. A gain of 17. Let's see if they run it to use clock or if they pass and go for the win. On 3rd down and 8, Stroud back to throw. Taking a deep shot again for Collins. Adjustment. Was he in bounds? Yes! Collins delivers.
Stroud trying to get it through the air. He goes deep for Higgins. Caught. Higgins. Touchdown, Texans, 75 yards. What a play, Kurt Warner, up top to start it. Nick Chubb now in the game. Fake to him. Stroud over the middle. And he's got another open receiver for a touchdown. It's Noel on Christmas. 43 yards. The Texans have come out on fire. Stroud hands it off. Marks with a nice run. First down and more. Henley finally corrals him.
Shifts to the other side on 3rd and 10. Stroud. The touch is there. Oh! A one-handed snare by Schultz. Tremendous grab for a first down. The responsibility of being a quarterback at this level. Stroud's throw is on the money. Hutchinson heading to the outside and turning on the burners. Big play on the catch and run. 11th play of the drive. Fake the run. Stroud circling, throwing, end zone. Touchdown. Catch is made by Higgins. And the Texans go in front. And he's going to try to run it himself, and will. C.J. Stroud picks the right opening for the touchdown. That target is just inside the 40-yard line on the Colts side of the field, and they're going to get there. And then some. Hutchinson brought down inside the 30.
Stroud steps up, floats it, looking downfield, and a diving grab by Kirk. Christian Kirk with a brilliant catch.
118.
And Marks gets it, gets to the edge, cuts it upfield, has a first down, tripped up inside the 15. And a good block from Blake Fisher. We talked about him earlier. And it's 2nd and 3. Fake toss. Wide open, spinning catch. Kirk touchdown. Strong play and a good catch by Kirk. Ball a little behind him, and the Texans have their first lead of the night.
Here we are, a 7-6 ball game, and really Pittsburgh's not done much of anything.
Here's a handoff to Marks, and Woody Marks gets a first down and picks up 14. So back-to-back big plays and back-to-back first downs for the Texans to start the second half.
Jake Andrews, he snaps it without being told it was time.
Stroud able to step into it and looking downfield. He's got Kirk. Third down and 4. First down, and there he is again. What a night for Christian Kirk. Decisions to be made as they go forward. First down and goal, ball back outside the 10 as Marks has his first 100-yard game and takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
The ball coming out of Stroud's hand.
On third down and 8, Stroud protected. And now he's going to go and then flip. He's got Schultz, his tight end. Big play. Dalton Schultz out of bounds inside the Patriots 30. Here they come. Stroud, end zone. Kirk, touchdown.
And he's another force.
Second down and 14. Extra men on the rush. Stroud is protected, and he throws a strike to Jaden Higgins.
First half, and they just got to take it. It's cliche, but just one play at a time.
Here's a throw, and a nice throw at that. Spinning catch by Hutchinson.